Hi, my name is Justice Miles, and these are my tips for gluten-free eating. So, if you're new to being gluten-free, you might think, man, what can I eat? Everything has gluten in it. However, there's a lot more products on the market than there used to be, and you can adapt. So, one thing I will say though is if you are celiac, you are going to have to be extra careful because there are a lot of products that are processed in a facility that also processes wheat. And so there's some cross contamination that can happen. So, do keep that in mind. And so, there are different levels of intolerances. And so, I'm just giving the advice of the products that work for me and my body, but they might not work for you and your body. So, just keep that in mind. So, number one, you might ask yourself, I really want a good gluten-free bread. I love sandwiches. I really want to make some sandwiches and things like that. So, my favorite gluten-free bread is Canyon Bakehouse makes a really good gluten-free Hawaiian sweet bread that's really good. This is sold at a lot of different grocery stores and things like that. Additionally, Char makes a really good gluten-free bread as well. It's a European brand. It's sold in Europe and the States, and it's really good. Number two, you might ask yourself, wow, I really love pasta. I really wish that there was a really good gluten-free pasta. Is there a really good gluten-free pasta? And my favorite gluten-free pasta is Barilla makes a really good gluten-free elbow pasta. Specifically, the elbow pasta is really good. You put it in a pot of boiling water for 7 to 8 minutes, and it's really good. Number three, you might wonder if there's some really good gluten-free baked goods, and these are some of my favorites. I personally think that Simple Mills makes a really good almond flour, banana muffin, and bread mix that is gluten-free that's really good. Additionally, Trader Joe's makes a really good Hawaiian mochi cake mix. I don't think this is sold all the time, but if not, you can probably find a recipe online that is really good because that's a really good gluten-free pastry. Additionally, for breakfast, you might think, wow, I really love pancakes and cereal. What am I going to eat for breakfast? There's a lot of really good gluten-free options. Bob's Red Mill makes a really good gluten-free muesli. Additionally, Bisquick has a really good gluten-free mix. And if you really love cereal, Cheerios is often gluten-free. And there's a really good gluten-free cereal named Envire Kids. And I really like their cereal Panda Puffs. It's a peanut butter-based cereal. It's really good. One thing I will say is you may not realize that there is gluten in some products that you wouldn't expect. And one of those products is soy sauce. However, Sanjay makes a really good gluten-free soy sauce. So, another thing that I would say is if you go out to restaurants, it's really important to tell your server that you are gluten free so the food can be adapted to you. If you're celiac, it's really important to keep in mind that there can be cross contamination, and so just be really careful. So, I think some really good cuisines that can be gluten free friendly are Thai food and Indian food. A lot of curries can be paired with rice, and a lot of curries are gluten free. Also, Mexican food has a lot of great gluten free options. Pho is often gluten free. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, a lot of foods can be adapted. So you could say, could I have a chicken and broccoli with white sauce, which is often gluten free? And if you want to get a burger or something, you can ask, could I have a burger that is in a lettuce wrap? And often, sometimes you can ask about, are the fries fried in the same fryer as products with gluten in it? And sometimes they're not. So sometimes you can have, fries with your lettuce wrap burger. So a lot of restaurants can adapt to a gluten-free diet, but do make sure to ask in advance and things like that. So I wish you luck on your gluten-free journey. It is possible to eat gluten-free food that's really delicious, and I wish you luck and happy eating.